Rob Longley with Scott Mitchell here at the Rogers Centre, where the Blue Jays season ended in a meek fashion. They fell 4-1 in games in the ALCS, and I know the blood's not even dry yet, Scott, but let's look ahead. I mean, everyone knows pretty much that Edwin Encarnacion and Jose Bautista both can't be back. Will either of them be back, and what can we expect for major personnel changes in the offseason?
Yeah, like you said, the blood's not really dry on this one, but you know, this kickstarts one of the more interesting off seasons this club's going to have in a long time. Obviously, key free agents: Jose Bautista, Edwin Encarnacion, R.A. Dickey, who won't be back, guys like Brett Cecil, potentially Jason Grillo as a club option. So numerous guys, but yeah, you got to think that, you know, after this playoff performance, that's probably the last of what you've seen in Jose Bautista in a Blue Jays uniform. Edwin Encarnacion, on the other hand, is going to be very interesting. I talked to Mark Pyro quickly after the game, and you know, he said, you know, they'll start touching base here in the next couple of weeks and figure out what they're going to do.
I know you're going to get into it, Scott, in some of your work in the post-media papers, but it's very interesting to consider that the team that just beat them today was managed and built by Mark Shapiro and Ross Atkins. Do you think they will approach rebuilding the Blue Jays the same way that they did with the Cleveland Indians?
Yeah, two much different teams. Obviously, offensively, neither one of them really produced, but the Indians got more out of what they had, and you know, obviously enough to win the series. And that's an interesting question, because this Blue Jays team, was built on the home run, while the Indians were more station-to-station speed, base running, defense, things like that. I asked Mark Shapiro about that, and he said, you know, two different monetary climates. So it'll be interesting to see, but I think, you know, that's the shift in baseball. You see the San Francisco Giants, Kansas City Royals, teams like that, you know, have done well over the past couple of years, and it'll be interesting to see how this Blue Jays team is built going forward.
Yeah, I think we all knew that there were going to be many changes in the offseason. Jays fans, obviously, and Jays management and players hoped that it wouldn't have come as soon as it did. For Scott Mitchell, I'm Rob Longley at the Rogers Centre.